Hi there, Gypsy Spirit here with you, and I am making root chakra candles because I'm putting together some candle kits, some chakra kits, some root chakra kits. So I thought I'd show you how I make my candles, and I start out with the soy wax. I use I found this company many years ago. I want to say like around 2014. They're based in North Carolina. They're called Candle Science. So I don't know if you can see this, but I usually get a really big bag of the soy, but I only got 3 bags. But I always start out with 3 bags of soy. And I'll be moving my camera around a little bit. I said 3 bags, 3 cups of soy. So let's move on over here. I've already got my double boiler going. So I'm going to move you over here so you can see what's going on. This is my double boiler, and I'm measuring out 3 cups. See, 3 cups. I do a cup, so I do 3 cups of the soy, and everybody has their preference in wax, but I just like the soy wax. It's 100%, and this is the 464 soy brand, or soy wax. So that's what I use. And like I said, just measuring out 3 cups. So, and no matter how hard I try, I do this in my kitchen, and I kid you not, I put down paper towels and newspaper and everything on my counters, and I still manage to get soy on the counters. But you will need a temperature, like one of those glass temperature sticks, and I'm rinsing mine off right now before I put it in. So we got the double boiler. It's already melting, the soy wax is. It's nice and warm. So I just take one of these candle temperature sticks, like this, see? And I just stick it in here, and I get it to about 200, and I just let it go. So right now, while I'm waiting, I will tell you, I have certain candle jars that I use, and I searched my house high and low looking for them this morning and cannot find them. I'm thinking that maybe I threw them away by accident. I didn't mean to do that, if I did, but I had to compromise because I'm hell-bent on getting these things done today. So I had some old candle jars that I had done some I can't even remember what you call this, but anyway, I decorated these with some antique plates and dishes and stuff. And so anyway, I'm going to use those for these. I'm only going to make 3, and if I have any more left over, any more wax left over, then I'm going to make little cubes so that people can use those for candle melts. So let me get started. Usually what I do is I take the wick. Go ahead and get while I'm waiting for the wax to get all good and melted, I just go ahead and glue. Sometimes you can order the stickers onto the back of these, and I glue them. I just glue them. I don't order the stickers. But I just take this and I glue it to the very bottom. See, like this. And I just let it dry. One thing I will tell you, if you have to clean anything you clean, like with soap and water, like before I do every time I do a candle, I have to clean my my little pot. I have a double boiler here, and you do want to use a double boiler to melt your wax. You don't want to put it right. You don't want to use something that you're going to put right onto the stove top. So make sure you have a double boiler. I got really lucky one day and found the one that I have in a thrift store. It was meant to be. So anyway, I would like to make more of these, but I'm just going to do 3 for now. So I've already got my wicks in all 3 of my candles. Anyway, I got glue stuck to my hands. What I was going to tell you though is whenever anything you wash with water, you want to make sure that it's washed really, really good. But you also want to dry it. You don't want any water at all touching the wax, because if it does, it's ruined. Okay? So I'm going to bring you back over here, back over to my workspace. And again, I have newspaper everywhere, but I can assure you it'll still get on my counter. So I've already blended. I have a special blend, so I keep a book. This is my recipe book that I write down all my recipes from my oils, my blends, and everything. So, and again, I use Candle Science, and I use their oils for candles because I've tried to use essential oils, and for some reason it just doesn't work well for me. So we've got some Nag Champa, some frankincense and myrrh, some vetiver, some cedar wood, very earthy scents, and also some patchouli. So I get the oils from Candle Science as well. And then we're also going to add a dye to it. And because the root chakra is red. So this is called cinnamon red dye chips. And I use those. Oh, it's coming off my hands too. So once we get the candles done and they start drying, I am going to add some of my herbs for root chakra. It is rosemary, sage, looks like some hibiscus. I'd have to, let's see, clove, sage, burdock, rosemary, and hibiscus is what this is. So, well, I have it written down in my little recipe book. That's my secret. So I'm going to go take a look and see where we're at. Oh, we're almost there. So, I'll bring you back over here. One of these days I'll buy one of those cameras where it just moves with you. So I'm just going to show you. It's at 200, pretty close. Yeah, it is at 200. So I want to take this out, and I have a plastic spoon, and this is my mix of my oils that I told you that I mixed earlier. Wasn't going to do it on camera because I didn't want to give out my recipe. So I just stir this really good. I stir it really, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my stove off. And so I'm just stirring my oil real good. And then going to take my dye chip and stick it in here and just let it do its thing. It'll melt to make my wax nice and red, like the root chakra, representing the root chakra. That's what we're talking about. Oh, and the smells so good. Oh my God, this smells so good. And it is turning a deep dark red. I'll show it to you in just a moment. So these aren't hard to make. I just wish that I could find my candle jars. I only used 3 of them. There was 18. I bought them off of Amazon. Amazon's a pretty good place to find candle jars. Or honestly, I'm going to go to the thrift store tomorrow and see if I can find some really cool, little candle jars. But But anyway, I'm just stirring this, making sure it gets good and blended. You want it to really get blended good. Good, good, good. So, here we go. And I'm just gonna sit this, I'm gonna sit it on the newspaper even though, so this is what it looks like. It's nice, you see if I can see how nice and red that is. So we're gonna come back over here. So I've never videotaped myself doing this stuff before. This is a first. So what I do is I use a glass measuring cup. I don't really necessarily have to have a glass measuring cup. And I make sure I get as much as I possibly can out of it. So, oh, that smells divine. Oh, it smells so good. Good, good, good. So then I take it and I pour it, you know. I pour it up to the very top. And I'm going to straighten out my wick in just a moment. And just pour in to the top. I don't even know how many ounces. My estimate is probably about 2 ounces. And I have a little bit left over. So what I'll do is I'll pour it in these molds and make little squares. These are old. But they'll look like this, and people can put them in their candle melts if they have a candle melt. You can get those electrical, or one where you stick a candle underneath it to heat it up. So I'm just doing that. So I don't like to waste. If I would have had another one of these jars, I probably would have had enough to make another jar, but I didn't have one. Let me see if I can, just a little tiny bit left. I can fill this one last square completely up. If not, I'll just have to throw it in as a freebie. I'm leaning over this and it smells so divine. Everybody loves the root chakra oils that I make and do. They always come back for more of it. But anyway, I got these little sticks here. So I'm just gonna like put it up against my, like this. So I can get my wick nice and straight. And I just do that, make it very simple. You don't really have to spend a lot of money. Candles are very inexpensive to make, and they're fun too. Sometimes I spend a whole day working on different ones, but today I'm just doing the root chakra. So we got those going. I got my my little squares going. So just before this happens to start to dry up, because it's going to take a little while to dry and to get hard again, I have my herbs that I pour a little bit in, and I also I usually have black tourmaline, but I can only find some little chips of bloodstone that are good for the chakra as well. So again, the herbs are made up of cloves, sage, burdock, rosemary, and hibiscus. So we'll go sit down for a moment and we'll talk about the root chakra as I'm waiting for my candles to get hard, or just before they get hard. Because once they start to get a little hard, I add just a little pinch of the herbs, and I always add 3 of the stones to it. And then they're ready. But so we want to know about the root chakra. The root chakra is at the base of your tailbone. There's 7 chakras in your system. There is the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, and then the crown. So the root chakra is designed, it is where we have, it's the grounding. It helps, that's the chakra that keeps you grounded to the universe. And when it's not in alignment, when it's not in alignment with the universe and it's not cleansed, then that is when we have feelings of inferiority, insecurities, jealousies, feeling like we don't have enough of something. So you want your root chakra, if it's a healthy root chakra, then you're grounded, you know, with the universe. You know where you're going, you know what you're doing, you don't have any jealousies, you know that you have enough of everything you need, you're content, you don't have any insecurities or fears. You know, the root chakra is deeply connected with fear. So if you have a lot of fear about something, that tells me that your root chakra is out of balance. And also with the root chakra, people ask me all the time about, you know, they don't know what the chakras are, but your chakras are connected to your physical organs. You know, people ask me, well, you know, they don't know what the chakras are. It's like I said, you have 7, and you know, we have organs that take care of our physical bodies. The root chakra, I mean the chakras are the organs that take care of our spiritual body. So that is what is in connection with your higher divine. Your higher divine is that little voice that you hear talking to you sometimes. So you have to listen to that. It says in the Bible that, you know, we were born with, you know, there was already a plan made for us. And yes, that is true. And your higher divine is the one that has the blue plan, the plan for your life. It's already written out. So it's your higher divine that you need to connect with. And so that's why it's so important to have the chakras in alignment and healthy, so that you can hear and see where that higher divine, that soul, it's also called your soul, that's leading you in this world. So when the root chakra is in alignment, you know, you don't have any worries and fears. A lot of people, I can always tell when my root chakra is out of balance, because I start worrying a lot. I worry a lot about money, how I'm going to pay my bills, seeing that I'm not able to work. So, but once I start getting myself grounded and recognizing that, my root chakra is out of balance, then I start working on it, and then that goes away, and I start making money again. But what I was going to tell you was that a lot of times, if you have a problem with a certain organ in your body, whatever chakra that organ is connected to, chances are that chakra is out of alignment as well. So when people come to me, especially women, if they have female issues, bladder infections, problems with their bowels, anything like that, it tells me immediately that there is something going on with the root chakra as well. So I'm not a doctor. I can't take care of the physical part, but I can sure take care of the spiritual part in the root chakra and helping to get that back into alignment. So I will have my candles probably in about 20-30 minutes already, and have some of the herbs and stones in them and ready to put them on my little Etsy site. And I will be making kits, you know, root chakra kits as well. Those will also be on my Etsy site. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or would like to purchase a candle, let me know. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notice every time I put something out. So I do a lot of tarot readings too. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.